Welcome back.
Wow, they're really bored.
They are. Moving on. If you didn't hear, Kanye West and 50 Cent had a little 50 Cent had a little bet going on that if Kanye's new album also Fittis in the first week, wasn't it, or something like that, then Fitty would retire.
Fitty wouldn't make any more single records. He would only make compilation albums.
Oh, gotta get some way in there to still make music.
Yeah, and Kanye outsold him 2-1. I wonder if we're gonna get. Oh, no more Candy Shop albums then.
I don't know. Personally, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Kanye West. I'm not a huge fan of 50 Cent.
I like some of their older stuff, but I just don't keep track of them.
Why don't you? I mean, most of the stuff I like with 50 Cent is stuff that he's done with like
Fitty.
Anyway, look at the color of my skin. I can't pronounce it that well. Is with Eminem. Speaking of color of my skin, so that's mainly the stuff I like with Fitty.
Yeah, I thought we talked about this last week too.
No.
Oh well, but yeah, outsold 2-1. So Fitty apparently blames a lot of things, like his label for not properly advertising it, and the fact that his album sucks. Oh wait, he didn't mention that. I'm sure it doesn't suck, but I mean, I haven't heard any new singles from either of them, so I guess I don't listen to it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go out and buy either one of them, so.
All right, well, let's just move along then, because I think they both suck anyway.
Yep.
Sports news. Golfers are now required to take drug tests on the European Tour and the USPGA at the higher level men's league. You watch golf?
Not really. I mean, it's.
I wanted to integrate some more sports news. And
You would pick the one sport I really don't watch.
Yeah, I don't watch any sports, and I watch some golf and some tennis.
Really don't watch.
Yeah.
Either one of those. So.
But getting jacked up on drugs for golf, is that necessary? I mean, 80-year-old guys play golf and play better than me, so.
Come on.
Chewing.
Okay. But you take a look at like the whole FedEx Cup they've had recently with like all the big major players. The prize for winning the Cup, which is like 4 events, so you had to finish first. You got so many points for winning each event. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, Tiger Woods won $10 million for playing in those 4 tournaments. Plus, he won an annuity from some annuity place. So that's probably another $10–20 million at least. So for 4 tournaments, $20 million. I think I might take steroids too.
Will steroids make you a better golfer? I mean, it's not really about the strength of the swing. It's about like the technique.
It's about technique and everything. But some people, just to get longer drives and everything else, will.
See, it's one of those things where they use like trick balls and stuff. But I never heard of taking steroids for golfing.
Well, I guess that, and you have to kind of keep up our 18 holes. I mean.
Yeah, drugging golfers, I can just imagine Tiger Woods' caddy injecting him in the ass before a round. Anyway, technology news. There's a new website that gives, a French-based website that gives alibis to adulterers.
To save marriages.
To save marriages. It's called Web-Based Alibi. And basically, you call them or you send them an email specifying a date and the time that you'd like to have an affair, and they can get you T-shirts for conferences, for work.
They can get you invoices, tickets.
They'll call your home and, like, tell your wife, like, I don't know, like, fake work calls.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, hey, you just want to call to make sure John's going to be at this, thing at the conference or whatever. And so, yeah, I mean, they go all out. And it's not cheap either. I mean, it's rather expensive.
Like, one lady had said for $35 she got someone to fake a call that she had to go into work for a few hours because an old fling was going into town and she wanted to have sex with him.
So, yeah.
But yeah, they'll go all out with conferences and receipts and everything. Yeah, that's it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it actually was started by a lady who was a private investigator for several years. So she did something along that lines, and so she started it to save marriages or whatever. And she actually recently got married, and somebody's like, well, what if your husband decides to do this? She goes, oh, well, I know before you even, call someplace like this that he's cheating or not. So
it is a pretty good idea, though.
I mean, if that's what you're into and want to get away with
Sex with strangers or affairs?
Oh yeah.
Sure, many people are into that. It's like a 50% divorce rate in America now.
So get your hard-earned money on an alibi.
We'll send you a link to it so you can cheat on your spouse.
There you go. Speaking of links,
Marry our daughter.
marryourdaughter.com.
Max,
you tell them about this.
Okay, I actually saw this post a few days ago, actually a few weeks ago. Basically, it was a website where, it is a website where it posts pictures of girls aged from 13 to 18, but mostly in the 13, 14, 15 range. And it gives little descriptions, and it's the parents selling off their daughters, marryourdaughter.com. And it gives little descriptions, and some of the daughters are really cheap, like $3 to $4 grand, and it says like, Stacy loves the outdoors and she loves scuba diving, and she wants to find a man who can take care of her on a boat, and she'll take care of him. And it has these really horrible stock footage pictures of these little girls. It's like, and for $20,000 you can marry our daughter. There's just certain restrictions. You cannot talk about anything sexually related until after you're married. Do you wish to propose? Click here. Turned out to be a hoax, but before people knew it was a hoax, I don't know. I kind of thought it was like, because some religions are kind of like that. Like, you can trade or like assign your children to marry at a young age and everything. Like, it happens in other countries and everything, but for it to be web-based, like usually religions that are still into that are kind of like not in the technological internet posting on the website age. And what's funny is there was a news article where some of the people responded like they got in touch with some of the people who bid on it, and of course everyone like denied it, and they were like, why did you buy this website? Like, they got a lot of posts back. The website was apparently designed by someone to bring attention to the fact that this kind of stuff was going on, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it goes on every country.
Yeah, it was just funny to see like these little girls like posing for school pictures and stuff like, marry our daughter. She's a bit of a tomboy. I mean, I wonder, like, if I ever shop at that website, I'm gonna like be like, look, if she's got some missing teeth, can you knock off a few thou?
Well, some of them are rough around the edges.
Seriously, it's like, how about this? You take a few teeth out of her, and I'll pay you more. Can you like augment the daughters? Can you get special deliveries? Do they ship them to you? Can I get that one overnighted, and can you take off her right ear, please, because it bothers me? I'll pay an extra $1,000.
You want the whole Van Gogh look.
Yeah, I don't want her to have good balance either. I want her to fall down a lot, because that'll be funnier, too.
Oh, this is not even in our story, but on The Onion they did a video of these women having a conference where they said domestic abuse is, there's no domestic abuse. And you see all these women with like black eyes, and, neck braces, and they said, yeah, you know, we just need to be more careful. We just need to be more coordinated and not, you know, stop falling downstairs.
See, I knew my husband didn't like saffron, so technically it's my fault that he slammed my head in the door.
There you go. I'll have to find that and post that. That one was rather entertaining.
And the last story of the day is the man with no arms who headbutt his ex-girlfriend's current boyfriend, and the boyfriend died not as a result. He actually died of a heart attack, but I'm sure the heart attack was induced by being knocked out through a headbutt for a man with no arms. That's got to be that's a cool Darwin.
That is, but how would you hate to be that girl who's like, oh yeah, my boyfriend got his ass kicked by a guy with no arms.
An artist
who
does dot painting
with his feet.
Your boyfriend's got to be a pretty big pansy to get killed by an artist who has no arms. It's horrible that he died.
It is, but yeah. It's one of the special moments in life.
Yeah, but it's funny that they even did an autopsy. Because, I mean, he got headbutted and he collapsed and he was dead. And then they thought, well, we want to make sure the headbutt actually killed him. And it turned out it was a coronary
something.
Whatever you say for heart attack. I was trying to be smart. It's a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll end on talking about the Emmys.
Which I didn't watch because they're boring.
I watched the first 45 minutes and they had a really good Family Guy opening and some funny stuff on it for the first 45 minutes, and then I stopped watching it.
I was watching football.
I don't watch football.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Fuck you. But, Yeah, and apparently 30 Rock won for Best Comedic Series, which I just started watching and is hilarious. Shut up.
Shut up.
And Sopranos won for Best Series.
Very cool. I mean,
Here's why I think The Sopranos won for Best Series. Because
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train.